or need help, the Kentucky State Health Insurance Assistance Program can guide you through the enrollment period, which ends December 7th. More information is available about Kentucky SHIP or how you can volunteer at 1-877-293-7447. That's 1-877-293-7447.
107.5 Tri-State Gospel WIOK, Falmouth, Cincinnati.
570 Southern Kentucky Gospel WIDS, Russell Springs, Jamestown.
And WIDS rebroadcasting on W240DB, Russell Springs, Kentucky, 95.9 FM.
to hear his voice and to see his outstretched hands. What must he do to bring you close, to begin his perfect plan? Oh, there is only one sure way that he can make you understand. True strength is found only when you place yourself into his hands. So lovingly he breaks you, takes away hope is lost, all strength is gone, and you cannot understand
June and John,
why you must go
Geiman-Stephenson, 1985.
through this pain, and questions rise from every
127 Seville Court, Fort Mitchell, Kentucky, 1989. Traveling through Europe by train on our honeymoon.
Will be according to God's plan. He wants to make you pure in every way, in every thought and deed. And when you've come to the place, He's all you have. There you'll find He's all you need. Through the fire, God has a perfect plan. Though the way that He may lead, men may never understand.
The whole bridal party.
To draw you close and make you pure, this is one desire. And I know that He'll be with you.
Hello? Hello?
And I know that He'll be with you.
Hello? Hello?
Clouds awaken, stretch forth thy hand, prepare for the entrance of the Son of Man. Earth and sea must give up your dead. It is time for Jesus to descend. Even so come, Lord Jesus, and take your bride away. Even so come, Lord Jesus. We're waiting for you to say the merry supper is now ready, and the bridegroom stands.
Hello?
How you doing?
Even so come.
How's it going?
Dr. John Stevenson, former Superintendent of Education, Commonwealth of Kentucky.
All right. What are you doing?
Travels with John Stevenson.
Huh?
Travels with John Stevenson. You're part of a YouTube show.
That's
It's been
awesome.
on the air for
Really? Well,
since 1975.
well, thanks for the tip.
And tell that, what's the name of the couple?
Annie and Wesley.
Andy and Wesley.
Yeah, Andy.
Well, tell them that I just happened to be up here filming the Greater Cincinnati View,
Yeah.
and saw them, and they're a part of a history now.
Awesome. That's great.
And it'll all be on YouTube that I've seen out here.
What's your channel?
And yes,
What's your
done
channel?
under Travels with Dr. John Stevenson.
Travels. Gotcha. All right. I'll
Used to
look
be
for
the
it.
last elected superintendent of education for Kentucky.
All right.
And you're listening to WIOK 107.5 FM on the radio dial, the Christian radio station.
All right. I see that.
So, what's their last name?
Huh?
The last name of the couple?
It's green.
Green. Well, tell them I said hello and God bless them.
All right. Thank you.
You all take care. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
107.5 Tri-State Gospel, WIOK.
570.
Southern Kentucky Gospel, WIDS.
Candles glow from frosted windows. Rooms are filled with boughs of evergreen. Someone is singing silent night. And every gift my heart remembers are easy laughter. Dear old friends, precious faces and smiles, the dancing eyes of a child, all remind me once again that the best gift of all is Jesus. His love knows no season or place. You can see him in the reflected on each face. Though we cherish the blessings of Christmas, his love seems especially near. The best gift of all is Jesus, all through the year. Christmas time is like a window.
From the Radisson 18th floor, looking at the area for the new bridge with no tolls. Thank you, Senator Mitch McConnell, Senator Rand Paul, and all of our congressmen, Congressman Thomas Massey, and Governor Andy Brashear, our new governor. But we go all the way back to Bert Combs, when we had the original bridge.
As we find this truth once more.
Travels with Dr. John Stevenson on YouTube. God bless you. The only living Kentuckian who's been in every county in the state of Kentucky 5 times and filmed the history of all 120 counties. You can see it all on YouTube, including Europe by Train and the beautiful view from here up at Devou Park, and the pictures out of the Radisson Hotel for 2 days, all across northern Kentucky for the new bridge going to be built with no tolls. God bless you all and have a great day. America's a great place. Huh?
What's your YouTube channel again?
It's Travels with Dr. John Stephenson. And it's you look under STEPHENSON, and
Why
it's
don't
on.
you have your YouTube channel on your card?
Well, it's got Travels with Dr. John Stephenson on there. Should be Travels, and let's see. Let me get a picture of that. Broker, video, and song. Well, I've been a real estate broker for 51 years too.
All right.
But it's on. If you go to YouTube under Travels with
All right.
Dr. John Stephenson, you'll see all of the.
Okay.
You'll see this right now, including this interview.
Okay.
What's your name?
My name's Marty.
Marty who?
Kehoe.
God bless you. Nice to be here with you. What's your name?
Buff River.
Buff?
Yes.
Last name?
River, R-I-M-M-E-R.
Nice to meet you. And what the dogs got names?
Boys Remy, the girls Rossi.
God bless you and have a great day.
You too. Where can I see this at?
Travels with Dr. John Stephenson on YouTube and Facebook.
Okay.
Yes,
Dr.
sir.
John Stephenson.
Dr. John Stephenson, STEPHENSON.
All right, cool.
You'll see the whole wedding outside, your pictures, and you'll see all sorts of things. The only living Kentuckian that's been in every county in the state at least 5 times and filmed the history of all 120 counties.
Cool.
Donated a set of tapes to every county library in the state.
All right.
God bless you and have a great day.
Very nice meeting you.
Bye, puppies. I love you.
Say bye, guys.
Bye-bye, guys.
Careful.
Love you.
Rossi, love you.
Bye-bye now.
Take care.
A great place to come to for great events. Right here at Devou Park in Covington, Kentucky. Park Hills, and Fort Wright, all over northern Kentucky. NKY, one NKY, home of the ARK and Answers in Genesis, and the Golden Triangle. From northern Kentucky, greater Cincinnati, Louisville, and Lexington, the Golden Triangle. And guess what else? My old Kentucky home. And we'll pull around here somewhere and we'll sing it for you. Because you know why? We love Kentucky, we love America, and we love everybody. Red, yellow, brown, black, and white. They're all precious in Jesus' sight. All precious in Jesus' sight. My old Kentucky home. Taught to me by a great man by the name of Happy Chandler, former governor of Kentucky. A great man. And we'll have a little view here of the northern Kentucky area as I sing this song. Hang on just a second here. I'm going to park right over here, if okay, for a minute or two, just to sing my old Kentucky home while I'm filming northern Kentucky, so you'll know what I'm doing. For my.
Make sure you're in the parking spot.
Okay, I'll try to get right there in a parking spot if I can. God bless you. John Stephenson, by the way, former superintendent of education for the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
I think I heard that name before.
Well, I used to be with Congressman Breckinridge, and I used to be commissioner of motor vehicles for the state, and the last elected superintendent of education, 1992. Now I'm just 80. Went to UK, yes. I went there from 61 to 70. 1970, and I was president of student government at the community college. And well, you probably remember me from down there at UK. What's your name? Ron Northcutt. Northcutt. Well, God bless you and welcome to Travels with Dr. John Stephenson.
All right, very good.
And thanks for all the park rangers and park policemen and all the great folks here that help us have this beautiful place to look at and see.
I know, it's gorgeous.
It is. So I try to film it all.
Okay.
God bless you and have a great day, and check me out on Travels with John Stephenson on YouTube.
All right, very good.
God bless you and take care. I'll try to get over here where I can get a little look at things.
In Jesus' name there's peace, and an answering time. Help for the wounded heart, for a life that's come apart. And how sweet gives me peace to free. I want to touch someone for all the love He has poured into my life.
I think that probably I can do better down there. Let me get a little closer.
We feel the broadcast is vitally important across the region. If you'd like to join hands together with us, our address is Tri-State Gospel Radio. Post Office Box 50, Falmouth, Kentucky, zip code 41040. We'd love to hear from you. Again, our address, Tri-State Gospel Radio. Post Office Box 50, Falmouth, Kentucky, zip code 41040.
This beautiful view. As you can see the top of the Radisson down there, which used to be the Quality Inn. I can remember when Dave Frisch and Marvin Fields and Jim Malcolm and Jack Mayer, they're the ones that brought in the first handicap employees there when I was a rehabilitation counselor with the State Department of Education and worked as a resident counselor with Goodwill Industries. I loved working there with handicapped folks. Later you get the laws changed to benefit and to help handicapped individuals with the Special Olympics for 40 years, emceeing with some great people that were running the Special Olympics in northern Kentucky and Kentucky. And now you folks are part of history. I hope you don't mind.
Always wanted to be.
Travels with Dr. John Stephenson
All right.
on YouTube. You beat that. I tell you, it's always fun, folks. Now to do a little special here, because this is close to my heart right here. Taught to me by Happy Chandler when I was president of student government at Northern Community College, which became Northern Kentucky University. Up on the hill. Dr. Frank Steele later. Thanks to Phil King and Ken Harper and Art Schmidt and all the legislators from Northern Kentucky. Clyde Middleton helped bring in the law school from Chase, where I went for a year to law school. Oh, some wonderful times. Jack Bremer wrote a beautiful story the other day by Julian Carroll, who I worked with many times, gave him his first speaking engagement, first exposure to all the school teachers of Northern Kentucky at the Beverly Hills Supper Club, where Gil Hammond and I organized with the teachers a great event for education with Bert Combs as the star speaker. And I helped Julian Carroll out running for lieutenant governor, and he won. God bless them all. God bless them all in life. John Breckenridge, Martha Lane Collins, all of them, Dr. Floyd Poore, Phil Taliaferro, that played a major role in all of that. Yes, great people. And Walt Dunleavy, the Chamber of Commerce. Bill, Mr. Martin, oh, bless his heart, at the Chamber of Commerce. Wonderful people. Henry Jose and Claude Johnson, Andy Jolly, Lambert Hale, Bill Donamar, Callahan, oh, all of them wonderful folks. And we got some wonderful folks now from over there. Mrs. Funky, bless her heart, she's doing a great job. Doing a great job as Dr. Poore's daughter. Wonderful job. And Mosier, Neil Mosier, Dr. Neil Mosier's wife, bless her heart. She's doing a great job. state representative, all of the state representatives we got from Northern Kentucky, doing a great job. And we're getting a 4-year education drive to raise teachers' salaries. According to Andy Brashear, he's working on it, so he promised it. So maybe we can get it done, at least part of it. And then a new bridge here across Northern Kentucky to Cincinnati, and all the developments down through I-75 and I-71. So a little song for you. Oh, the sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. 'Tis summer, the children at play. The corn top's ripe and the meadows are in bloom, and the birds make music all the day. Weep no more, my ladies, oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home, far away. For my old Kentucky home, far away. Oh, the children roll on the little cabin floor, all merry, all happy and bright. By and by hard times comes a knocking at the door, then my old Kentucky home says goodbye. Weep no more, my ladies, oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home, far away. God bless Kentucky. God bless America. God bless America. And don't forget, folks, I always sing it every year at the Italian Festival in Newport, Kentucky, one of the greatest citizens and cities in the Commonwealth. And always remember what old Bill Butler taught me. Bill Butler built many of those buildings down there you see in northern Kentucky. One NKY, home of the ARK and Answers in Genesis, the Golden Triangle of northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, and Lexington and Louisville, and my old Kentucky home. John Stephenson here, former Superintendent of Education, Commonwealth of Kentucky, and the only man alive to film the history of all the counties of Kentucky, along with my wonderful cousin, Leotis Beach, who filmed the architecture of all of the county courthouses in Kentucky. God bless America, and God bless Kentucky. Hello, fellas. How y'all doing today? How you doing today? God bless you. Welcome to Travels with the Stephensons. Devou Overlook improvements coming soon. Made possible by the generosity of the Dries homes in honor of Ralph A. Dries, a wonderful man. Lost another one, John Yeager, a wonderful man. His funeral is going to be in the early part of December here. He was a wonderful man. All of those builders were. Boy, oh boy. Bob Marshall. Rob Marshall's dad. Wonderful people. Bill, the Hellman people filmed the funeral here a few days ago. The Hellmans. Wonderful. Hellman Lumber Company. Yes, everybody, red, yellow, brown, black, and white, we're all precious in Jesus' sight. God bless you all. 859-750-0000. Email address, small j, small s, 750-0000 at gmail.com. Join us on www.jstephenson.com, www.begottenson.com. Great website with Jack Williams and my friends Gil Hammond, Jan Hammond of WIOK 107.5 FM on the radio dial. Post Office Box 50, Falmouth, Kentucky. Send them in a contribution, folks. It's a great way to keep good gospel music and the wonderful messages of the Lord on there regularly for 32 years. God bless you and have a great day. John and June Geiman-Stephenson, 859-750-0000, Independence, Kentucky.
Tied to the Father's heart and the gifts that He bestows, the promise of the ages is now reality. I behold my Savior Jesus when I see the Christmas tree. Evergreen, He ever lives to intercede for you and me, shining lovely in the darkness through all eternity. The tree of life from the Lord, transplanted in our hearts by His love for all men. A joyous season 'tis for me, for I behold my Savior Jesus when I see the Christmas tree.
Would you believe I stood in that amphitheater 64 years ago and sang I'd Rather Have Jesus with a little group, a large group of singers, sang a little solo there. I'd rather have Jesus. Taught to me by George Beverly Shea at the Billy Graham Crusade in Louisville, Kentucky in 1956, where I gave my life to the Lord with my little sister, Judy Geiman-Stephenson. Judy, she's my little sister, not my wife, my Judy Lynn Felty, and Stevenson Felty. And she was a one-room school teacher in about 4 or 5 states she taught before being injured in an accident. Now she works in the house there with the business with her husband, Don Felty, and Felty Associates, financial consultants. And they do a great job. And there's a little amphitheater here in Devou Park we as kids went to from Kenton Baptist Church. And I got a chance to sing in it, actually many times. Oh Lord, what a beautiful life. 80 years and hanging in there, despite some obstacles we hit every once in a while. Wave now. Yes. Here you'll see the historic building over here. It's where they have a lot of the functions. I'll drive over there, the History Museum.
Lord, help me to live like I wish I lived in the past. Each day's another journey.
Beautiful golf course.
Choices I must make. There are 2 roads
Behringer Crawford Museum there. Sheehan Park and Prisoners Lake. Y'all mind being on film? Well, now, where are you going and who are you? Nice to see you. And right here, folks, is where Jay O'Hara lived and his wonderful wife and family. One great attorney and one great Commonwealth attorney. Down here, the Pure Prairie League had a house up here they lived in. June's family, the Pure Prairie League. Wonderful folks here. People are out walking their dogs, getting a little exercise in since they've eaten a lot of turkey, you know. Because they're like me. I had my share thanks to Courtney and Guy coming over to cook, and Miss June, bless her heart, smartest move I ever made, June Geiman-Stephenson. We're signing off and heading for home here now, and God bless everybody. give everybody a wonderful Christmas. Don't forget to watch our Santa Claus Education Series and our Santa Claus Entertainment Series. And go to church, folks. Some wonderful churches in all of northern Kentucky. Catholic churches, Baptist churches, Presbyterian churches, Christian churches, and churches of Christ. Wonderful town here, Park Hills. Great folks. All these people. We got great leaders. A lot of people that donate their time to city governments. Work to help all of our citizens. Keep them clean and safe.
In the garden of Gethsemane,
Are you ready? Are you ready? Somebody said, John, what do you mean, are you ready? Are you ready for Jesus? He knocks on everybody's door. Believe me, he does. Knocks on everybody's door. That's what he's doing right now on the Christian radio station. All the sermons by Adrian Rogers, Michael Youssef, David Jeremiah, Ann Graham Lott, Carl Martin from down in Berea, Kentucky, Gil Hammond, Jan Hammond, all the sermons you hear to Charles Stanley, all of them that come on. Great sermons. That's Jesus knocking on your heart's door. It's the Holy Spirit's job to convict. It's God's job to judge. It's my job to love. And I try to love everybody. Even the people that say evil things about me, I try to love. It's difficult, but, you know, sometimes they create things in their mind, you don't even know where they come from. But, you know, people are human. They all have flaws, including myself. But one thing I've never done is taken advantage of a senior citizen. That's something I have never, ever done. And never will. And I will defend that to my death with the help of Jesus. Great to be with you today, walking through all of the Devou Park areas and the beautiful scenery and the beautiful people and the beautiful animals here in northern Kentucky. Don't forget what my old buddy Bill Butler says, my great friend, honorable servant of the Lord, Jim Morrison. So great to see him and his son Steve and his wonderful son Jeff at the prayer breakfast there at Crescent Springs at the Lakeside Christian Church every Thursday morning, 6:30 in the morning. I wish I could still go, but my health keeps me from being able to get up that early and get dressed and do all the things that my wife has to do for me and I have to do for her. It makes it difficult. So, Lord, I can't get there, but I can encourage everybody else to go, and I can go once in a while. But go to church. Go to Oak Ridge Baptist Church with Randy Wallace. You couldn't get better. Go to Carrollton, the church down there at Christ, Church of Christ down there. My sister, Mary Ruth Robinson, and Mark Robinson, and the great ministers they have there. Go to Bethesda Community Church over on Mount Zion Road, a great church they have there with Tim Frymuth and all the folks there as ministers, Mr. Fightmaster, Greg Fightmaster, and his wonderful wife. Oh, they're just wonderful people. God bless them. And also, don't forget, Jesus is knocking on the door. But you got to reach down and turn the knob and invite him into your heart. Invite him into your heart. And then make a U-turn in life, as old Harold Pike used to say. Make a U-turn in life. And you make a U-turn in life, then you'll be back on the path with Jesus. Say some prayers for my wonderful sister, Judy Lynn Felty Stevenson. She's got lung capacity of about 32% and has trouble breathing. Bless her heart. And she's a former school teacher too, as my sister Barbara was for some 35 years in Erlanger, and myself as a teacher in Erlanger at Lloyd High School. Great times as head track coach there, teaching advanced government and American history. Well, we're back on top now. looking down to where we were, where Ivy Knoll is, where I was going to take Darius to if he had to leave the camper. Ivy Knoll. We even had the funds in my escrow account to do so from Darius. And he knew it. He knew it all. I didn't make him move without him knowing it, telling him about it. But people told him all kinds of lies. You know, happens in life. You got to watch yourself. If you got a senior, protect them and protect yourself. I'll tell you what, we need more laws and protections for senior citizens to protect them. Even when they're in hospice, they could be taken advantage of. You've got to stay on top of it every minute. You need more than a power of attorney. Get a guardianship. Go to a judge and get a guardianship. I was on the way to get one, but when all of the fireworks hit me, messed up my life for over a year now. But God's my defender. I got a good lawyer. He's a good man. And I got a great radio station, Christian radio station.
570 Southern
There they are,
Kentucky
right
Gospel,
there.
WIDS, Russell Springs, Jamestown.
WIOK 107.5 FM.
I'm Jason Walker. Hamas now releasing a second group of Israelis in exchange for 39 Palestinians imprisoned by Israel. Earlier, the terrorist group delayed the second round of swaps for several hours, claiming that Israel had violated terms of the truce deal. Last-minute snag creating a tense standoff for a while. Ukrainian military officials say that Russia has launched its most intense drone attack on Ukraine since the beginning of the war. Here's BBC correspondent Danny.
Russia's shameful. Shameful invading another country like they are with Ukraine. Shameful these dictators want to take over other countries. Shameful these rogues that want to destroy the Middle East peace. We've got to stand with Israel, whatever we do. God says to stand with Israel, 100%. We've got to stand with them and defend them, and defend the principles of God, godly principles. Heading home now, gonna get a little supper. Miss June's probably wondering where in the world I am. But she's talking to Debbie Purdue, Debbie Purdue, and longtime social worker and friend. So bless her heart. I hope and I know she's having a wonderful time. Debbie's husband, John Purdue, is going through some very difficult medical times too. So keep both June and Debbie in your prayers, and Debbie Gluth also, her great Christian friends, all of June's great Christian friends and her family. Keep them all in your prayers. Our brother-in-law, Jim Geiman, keep him in your prayers. Most of all, bring Jesus into all their hearts, and the ones who haven't found Jesus, knock on his door, Lord. Bring them in. In Jesus' name we ask it. Amen.
Movies plus romance movies.
But I've never been to heaven where Jesus came from. But I'll be going there when my work on earth is done. Christmas.
Join us tomorrow at Trio, 5 o'clock at First Christ Church in Burlington, Kentucky. Some great music by Evan Dallas, Gary Greiser, and the pastor who's been off with some disabilities. And we'll be back preaching tomorrow evening. That'll be a wonderful. And Gary, who's been sick, Gary Greiser, been sick, he'll be back. I'm sure he's probably singing some. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Love them all. I tell you what, it's a great place to be and listen to some old-time gospel music and some great sermons. L.D. Campbell did a beautiful job for 3 weeks in a row there about teaching us about encouragement. And I loved every bit of it because I needed encouragement, and Miss June needed encouragement. And so we'll be back to their regular minister, and that'll be nice to try to be there tomorrow evening if my health holds out. Now, I have to be honest with you folks and tell you, I'm on my legs of weakness. There's just things that's falling apart with the old bod, and with the good Lord's help, I keep going, keep filming. But I can tell you that my days are numbered with what I can do and what I can't do. I got to be realistic. Thank goodness I was able to get a little tripod so I can film some of this while I'm driving a car, which will be nice, a lot safer too. I love driving up these roads and talking about life, all the things that I wish for people to come to realize that love is the greatest gift that God gave us, to love each other. We can disagree with each other, even on some principles of government, but we ought to love each other, respect each other, all of the people. Red, yellow, brown, black, and white, they're all precious in Jesus' sight, from the carpenters to the railroaders to the truck drivers to the technicians, the doctors, and everybody else. We ought to love them all. The old log cabin, I'll be meeting my friend Eddie Smallwood there and his wife Reed with June and I next week. Miss Smallwood's in her late 90s now, still working for the Lord, shining with a smile. What a wonderful lady. But it won't be long, she'll be with my mom, Garnet Bingham-Stephenson. They were so best of friends on Martin and Moffett Roads for all those years, working for the Lord. Mom got called home, and Mrs. Smallwood's been working for Jesus, has read through her Bible over 50 times, from cover to cover. What a wonderful lady, what a wonderful example for Eddie Smallwood, my friend, and for David Smallwood, who just lost his life. Wonderful life's love, Linda Smallwood, home to the Lord. She'll be up there with Garnet, and Mrs. Smallwood will be there before too long. The Lord will call her in His time. He does things in His way, in His time. That's the hard lesson for all of us to learn. That's what Jesus does. Thank goodness He died for all of our sins. All of our sins. That means you and me too. All of our sins. God bless you all. I always like coming driving up here to where the Independence folks, Mayor Reeserman and our wonderful city manager, Chris Marconi, had all this work done putting up these beautiful flags here at the courthouse in Independence. Judge Knockelman, who did all the work out there with his teams, and the county commissioners, state representatives, state senators, putting up the beautiful flag and the Independence sign here. I love to go up there and sit up there and sing and songs and watch the flag wave. Just a wonderful experience. Won't be long, I'll be home with Miss June here tonight. Have supper with her and enjoy this Saturday evening with the most wonderful woman in the world, my wife, Miss June Geiman-Stephenson. Thank you, Jesus, for her. And thank you for our flag and independence. There it is right there, folks. Wonderful. Yeah, we'll pull up to the little house here shortly, and you'll see the little cottage that we now live in, thanks to Gil and Chan Hammond of WIOK 107.5 FM radio station. Post Office Box 50, Falmouth, Kentucky, zip code 41040. Send him in a little contribution to help keep this wonderful music on the air for 32 years now. It's been a great day. I've actually enjoyed it. And I thank the people for all the help that they've given me throughout life. It's a great opportunity. Independence, Kentucky. Taylor Mill, Kentucky, where I was born. Grew up my first 5 years on Wolf Road, 5 or 6 years there before we moved to the farm on Wolf Road. 6168 Martin Road. House is gone. but the love is still there.
She was 12 years old, the Bible said, when life just up and gave her away. In the hands of death, she reached for life. Her mother wept, her father cried, she's dead. Jesus wrote a different story, another chance for God to receive glory. He woke her up and took her
Little cottage there.
restored to her life again. This is all they heard the young girl say. Come and see what Jesus did, and who I was, meant who he is.
All getting their Christmas decorations all up. Gonna have the Christmas parade. I think it's December the 3rd. Don't hold me to that though, folks. I think that's right. But we'll be up here filming the Christmas parade with our goddaughter. Bless her heart.
Once again, death came for life, left behind a trail of broken tears. Sickness came to Lazarus' life, empty tomb his body soon would fill. So Jesus came and Jesus wept. They said, come see our brother in the grave. A stone was rolled, a prayer was prayed.
Little U.S. Bank where we do business. The house that they've torn down there. Make a nice lot there.
Stood to say,
Beautiful.
come and see
Where my friend Doug Dowd lived down there
what Jesus
when he was in high school in 1961.
and who I was, meant who he is. Come and behold, so you'll believe. Don't take
Say hello to everybody, the greatest librarian in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, Tanya. Did you? Okay, thank you now. What Jesus did. Our neighbors there. Bless their hearts, Tanya and Betty. Wonderful people. I see Peekaboo at the door waiting for me. Well, folks, it's time for me to sign off here. God bless you and have a great day. I hope everybody's enjoyed the show. And join us. Give us a call, 859-750-0000. Join us on Facebook and YouTube. 2 Facebook pages. One, we got about 5,000 friends, and the other one about, I think, 12 or 1,300. WIOK 107.5 FM.
107.5.
There we
Tri-State Gospel, WIOK.
570.
Southern Kentucky Gospel, WIDS.